As Maya Angelou has beautifully said, the best way to make children better in all aspects is by making them happy. Our next speaker has dedicated her life as an advocate to empower underprivileged children. Currently serving as the registrar and former dean of academic affairs at Sri Vishwakarma Skill University, Haryana, Professor Jyoti Rana boasts an impressive academic background. Additionally, she has specialized training in consumer behavior from UCLA and women leadership from Cornell University. She has over 29 years of experience in policymaking, administration, teaching, corporate training, and research. With that, please welcome Professor Jyoti Rana as she enlightens us.
Thank you. Namaskar. I am a professor and currently having the role of in the India's first government skill university. There's a perception that administrators don't work with heart, mind, and hard work, but they work with power. There's a perception that women cannot be the good administrators. There's a perception a girl who belongs to a village and studied in a village school cannot go to the world's best institution. There is a perception that academicians cannot be the good administrators. And there is a perception that a girl who belongs to a village cannot compete with the girls in urban cities. So I'm here to break all the perception with my experience on how hard mind and hard work transform life in this AI-dominated world. My journey belongs to every single girl who really wants to dream high, who wants to study in the best schools of the world, who wants to study in the best institutions of the world, who wants to study in the best, who wants to get training from the best schools of the world, who wants to fly, who wants to live a joyful life, who wants to do poetry, and who wants to write something which can motivate others and which can motivate her as well. So my journey belongs to every single girl, that human being who really wants to fly in this life. When I speak about heart, three things come to my mind. First is possibility, passion, and purpose. When I talk about passion, passion comes with the positivity. And passion really helps us to fulfill our dreams. And when I say passion comes from positivity, we have two sides of our mind. One is positive and one is negative. Whatever we are thinking, whatever we are doing, that is the result of our thoughts. So I would like to say here that we need to think positively. We need to always think in a positive way. And how it happens, it comes from love. So whatever you are doing, that should be done through love. And when I say that I'm doing this thing through love, or I'm doing all the things which I'm doing throughout the day in love, that means that I'm bringing more creativity. I'm bringing more innovation in that. So how you feel, love in what you are doing. It is very rightly said. It's very rightly said that you may not get a chance to do the things what you love, but you can do the things with lots of love. And loves come from the positivity. So it totally depends on us. It totally depends on us, whether we are working on anything with a positive note or we are working on anything with the negative mindset. एक दिया है जो अंधेरे को दूर करने के लिए जलता है. ये हम पर है कि हम उस दिए से एक दूसरा दिया जलाएं या फिर हवा बन बेवजह खिलाफत में उसके शामिल हो जाएं. So this is very important to understand that passion brings the purpose. And now most of the time, we think that what is the purpose of life, and we have the self-doubt on us. So how you can decide the purpose of your life? I think you need to sit in a silence. And when I say that silence does not mean that you need to be quiet. Silence means that you need to talk to yourself. So when you will talk to yourself, definitely, you'll be able to know that what is your purpose of life and where you want to contribute. This is very important thing to understand, that what are your areas where you need to work. So heart means deciding the purpose. Third important thing, that is the possibility. Purpose and passion brings possibility. Take the example of Deepa Malik. She could find out the possibility in such a difficult circumstances where she can think of, participating in Paralympic Games, and she was the first Indian woman who can win the medal for India in Paralympic Games. So every challenge has the possibility. Now we need to see that whether we are focusing on the possibility or we are focusing on the problem. So these three things, they are the components of our heart. When I talk about mind, I speak about three things again: the clarity, concentration, and commitment. Clarity brings the understanding, what you really want to do. We have monkey mind, and we need to train our mind on daily basis. Daily basis, we get dressed up, we devote a lot of time on dressing up. But I think we don't devote time to make up our mind. So I request all of you to make up your mind every single morning so that you can train your mind. Similarly, the concentration. Concentration is very, very important, and it comes with clarity. I take you in the era of Mahabharata. So once Guru Dronacharya was asking to his disciples, Kauravas and Pandavas, and there was a target. He has kept one test. There was a tree and bird was there on that tree. And he asked one question from Pandavas and Kauravas, what you can see. So somebody said they can see the whole tree. Somebody said they can see the fruits. Somebody said they can see the leaves. But Arjun said that I can see the eye of that bird. So that kind of concentration is very, very important for us to understand where we want to contribute in life. So when I talk about concentration, we have certain pollutants in our mind. I call ego, I call negativity, I call jealousy, the pollutants of our mind, who always pollute our mind and who stops us not taking our purpose ahead. So now the question arises, how we can overcome these pollutants and how we can contribute towards our purpose. So become large-hearted at that time. Become very kind-hearted at that time. Be on the path of giving, not on the path of taking. And make your life easy and go with the flow. When I say make your life easy, that means don't get into the conflicts with others, because they can deviate your path and you will not be able to concentrate on your purpose. And by making your life easy, I say कि जिंदगी में कुछ ये काम कर लीजिए, किसी को माफ कर दीजिए और किसी से माफी मांग लीजिए. So the third thing comes, that is hard work. So when I say hard work, so talent and temperament both together, they constitute hard work. And you cannot do anything if you have passion, you have purpose, you have heart, you have devoted so much time in doing certain things, but you don't have talent. That will not work. If you don't have temperament, that will also not work. So talent and temperament both together will work when you are talking in terms of hard work. Now, heart, mind, and hard work, definitely they can transform life. But it is very important to talk about these components in this contemporary world of AI. So I am sharing my experiences. I was in the academic world as well. I was in the administrative world as well. So I used AI for the betterment of the results. So my passion was to write poetry, and I brought that poetry into my profession. I used to teach life mantras to my students. Similarly, I used to train my staff in the administrative world on the life mantras which helped them to hold the life. So AI really helped me to connect to the world, and I was able to do better research. There's a perception that AI can substitute the different roles like, the role of a teacher, role of a content creator, or the role of, the researchers as well. And I disagree with that. Because I personally got benefited with AI. I created a lot of videos. I created a lot of content. I created lot of training programs, modules, gamification with the help of AI, and it really connected me throughout the world and the academicians of the world. And that is why I'm here, because my work got witnessed. So AI is very important, but how you put emotions into it, how you bring clarity into it, how you bring concentration into it, how you bring commitment into it, that is really important. And definitely we work together along with AI and introduced many things into our administration processes. And it helped us to become the reference point of the rest of the skill universities in India. So my dear friends, that heart is very important, mind is very important, hard work is very important to make the best use of AI. So it's important to understand that it will not work. AI will not work if you don't know how to give the prompts to this AI and how it can create a better opportunity for you. So opportunities can also be a great advantage to you when you are upskilled and when you are updated. One more perception I told in the beginning, that women cannot be the good administrator. It comes from my personal experience that women can be the more empathetic leader and administrator because they are good in thoughts, they are firm in thoughts. Normally, this is a misconception that women are soft. But I say here, if they are good in their thoughts, if they are firm in their action, if they are upskilled, if they are updated, so the women can be the best empathetic leaders and administrators. And I have experienced it. And I used my passion into my administrative world. And there are wonderful interpersonal relationships in my organization. They are wonderful team building components in my organization, and we can develop that kind of skill university where nobody has thought of, because it was the first skill university. So in a nutshell, what I want to say, that it's very important to use heart, mind, and hard work, but you need to understand that how it is to be used. And if a girl from a school who has studied in a government school and with bare minimum facilities, that girl can go to IIM Ahmedabad. The girl who belongs to a very rural area, which does not have the schooling, which does not have the proper college, if that girl can go to IIM Ahmedabad, if that girl can go to Kellogg School of Management, US, if that girl can get training from Harvard, if that girl can really deliver 500 plus talks across the country, can represent India at international platforms, can definitely write 4 poetry books and the prose books, definitely every single girl has the potential of doing that, and that the world belongs to every single girl who really wants to fly in the sky. So everybody is competent. Everybody has a capacity to do certain things. The only thing is that you need to understand your own competencies. You need to put your heart into that. You need to understand that I can do this thing. I can see the possibilities in doing the work. And you need to train your mind, and you need to put a lot of hard work in that. And the world will be yours, and the future will be definitely yours, because everyone is unique. महसूस करके देखो, हर किसी में आग जिंदा है. महसूस करके देखो, हर किसी में आग जिंदा है. अपने हौसलों को उड़ान दो, हर किसी में उड़ने वाला परिंदा है. Thank you.